Everyone, I'm Joe Gaze.
And I'm Kiii. Thanks for joining us. We begin with the latest on the tragic death of 319 District Court Judge Tom Greenwell. A criminal investigation is currently underway.
Right, that investigation being led by the Nueces County Sheriff's Office and is focusing on the timeline of events that led up to Greenwell's death yesterday. The latest on that investigation, first at 6 tonight. 3 News has learned that the shooting took place over the lunch hour yesterday. The single shot was heard by a court employee on the 8th floor of the courthouse, but was apparently mistaken for something being dropped on a floor. Today, a Sheriff's Department spokesman told the media that their investigation will be looking at the judge's phone records.
We know that the judge had come to the courthouse to do some work, sign some papers. We know there were some phone calls made. We've got his cell phone and we're going to analyze that.
The body of District Court Judge Tom Greenwell discovered in his chambers by a cleaning crew nearly 6 hours after the shot from the 9mm gun was heard. That gun found near the body. We're told that while the judge did not leave a note as such, he did leave a last will and testament. Now, having been the first Republican to be elected to a countywide office in Nueces County, Judge Greenwell clearly had bipartisan support.
And liked by those who worked with him and admired by his colleagues as an upholder of the law. And Rudy Trevino spoke with a few of them today, Rudy.
You know, there were so many friends and colleagues who wanted to share their thoughts about Judge Greenwell, but most didn't want to appear on camera, preferring instead to remember him, and they called him fair, kind, and a champion of the law.
We've recovered some documentation that we're reviewing to see if it has some bearing on the death.
A friend to those he called colleagues, to fellow judges, he was a brother. Presiding Judge Bobby Galvan says the legal community is in shock, finding it difficult to accept that one of their own would be so grief-stricken that he would take his own life. Still, those who work with Judge Greenwell remember him for being fair.
Whether you're a family lawyer, a civil lawyer, a criminal lawyer, a prosecutor, Tom Greenwell was known to be fair and above board to all groups of people, all lawyers who appeared in front of him and people who appeared in front of him. So it's a terrible tragedy for all of us.
He was one of the most knowledgeable judges I've ever practiced in front of. He was always on top of the law. I think he must have read it every day. And he just wanted to do the right thing. You know, he was fair to both sides. He'd listen to both sides. And then he'd tell you why he did what he did, too. I'm going to miss him.
Lots of folks are going to miss him. Details on funeral or memorial services are still being worked out this evening. We will have that information as soon as it becomes available, as well as developments on the investigation into Judge Greenwell's death. Joe, Kiii.
There are a lot of
You just don't hear anything derogatory
no, you do
about
not.
the judge. It's all positive.
Absolutely.
Rudy, thanks.